All right, let's get into a couple manipulation tactics that's being used out here and abused out here. So, something I was a little new to. I didn't really know about it. I did hear about it a couple times, but it's something called gaslighting. And let me say this before we start. One, two, two. Is always you can call these people out easily with the truth as long as you kind of got the truth on your side and you able to call these people out though. They're not going to be able to face the truth and they're going to look miserable. They're going to really look, it's going to look crazy for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you really play the game and switch it on them, man. Being better and being a good you. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a good person, you definitely want to work on that. But anyway, gaslighting, making you doubt your memory or perception. Examples that never happened. You're imagining things. You're crazy, paranoid, blah, blah, blah. Over time, this can make someone question their own judgment instead of trusting their instincts, which they'll do it even when you seen it. Like, I saw it and you saw me see you. You saw me see you, son. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Blame shifting. You know what I'm saying? Turning the wrongdoing into your fault. Examples, I cheated because you weren't paying attention to me. If you treated me better, I wouldn't have done that. You pushed me to this, That's shit they be saying in movies and shit like that. I don't know nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I never got that kind of, you know what I'm saying? With that, you push me to the, I'm like, you just, I'd have kind of easily been able to, oh, you that emotionally weak that somebody can just do something and you just give up your body. Like, it's so easy, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say this. They can't even say nothing logical. The only thing they can say is something that will make them look bad in the first place anyway. Like, there's no reason just to do what you do, son. Unless, like I say, you're scared. You scared. The people threatening you and stuff like that is kind of the. And trust me, I really examined stuff like this. But Darvo, deny, attack, reverse. You know what I'm saying? I didn't deny. I didn't do anything. Attack. You're the one with problems. Reverse. Victim and offender. You're abusing me and accusing me. you're victim and offender. You're abusing me and accusing me, son. You're abusing me by accusing me. That's what it really is. Like, and it don't matter how true your abuse is or whatever, and whatever, you're abusing me by accusing me, son. Suddenly, the person confronting the behavior becomes the bad guy. Trickle truth. Instead of admitting everything, they reveal small pieces only when caught. This is 100%. You gotta really box them in, and you maybe will get something. You know what I'm saying? You might get something. Nothing happened. Okay, we only talked. Okay, we see, I ain't get these joints, and I'm reading this stuff, y'all. We trying to study because I'm new to this. I'm just being honest. Like, my mom and my dad, they taught me integrity. I might have not had the most brilliant childhood and certain things, but principles and just being a stand-up person, that was taught to me early and instilled in me. My family don't play that. They play. It's just certain things you can't do, and especially as a man. But no, they didn't even play with the females with certain stuff. We kind of hold each other to a high standard. Sometimes I hate it, but I love it. When I really do see it, I love it. Because we do hold each other to a high standard, man. Smear campaigns. Sometimes the person begins telling others he's abusive, he's controlling, he's paranoid, stuff like this. This is what they might say about the person, about you, or the individual they trying to manipulate. This protects their image and isolates the person confronting them. So silent treatment. Oh man, I hate this. Like, come on, son. We adults. If we in a committed relationship, can we talk about these things? Now, when a person is being silent, and this is they didn't write this, but this is the other flip side of the manipulation. Is they going to either try to say you're aggressive, that you came with the wrong tone, and then when you come with the most silentness, and y'all gonna witness this from Myers and me, when you come with the most, now this is how I became now, when I go to confronting situations, I go silent. I mean, not silent. I go, with a quiet tone, just so I can get away from all the bullshit. Now, can you talk to me? No, I'm gonna be silent, son. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm going to not even acknowledge that shit, son. I'm not going to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, the game with me and how I get them and how you should catch them, too, is if you do say something, then I'm going to hold you to that shit. So, just as I should and as you should hold me to everything I say. You know what I'm saying? But they know they wrong. You know what I'm saying? They know what they doing. Oh, projection. So that's nuts. So nuts, they gonna project whatever they doing on you. If they cheating, they gonna project you cheating and stuff like that. Dishonest, they gonna project you lying and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They just project on you, or for me, it's just characteristics of theirs was projected on me, like as far as not doing certain things and stuff like that. That's what I had to go through. Like, so these things is not necessarily all talking about my situation, just to let y'all know. This is just stuff used. This is manipulation tactics used by these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Or they make betrayal seem small. Like it wasn't a big deal. It didn't mean nothing. You're overreacting. How can I be overreacting from betrayal? You know what I'm saying? Or being deceived in any way, or being manipulated, or being abused, or anything. How could I be overreacting from my abuse, man? Come on, man. Don't you have any compassion in your heart? It's like, oh, let me stop. But y'all know I'm goofy anyway. I'm chilling though. Important truth. Someone who cannot accept responsibility usually struggles with shame. They struggle with shame. They don't like being shamed. And this is why I will shame them. And it just is what it is. Oh, you don't like this? Now you going to face the truth. And if they don't like, what they was talking about, publicly, backbiting you and trying to, throw your name under the rug. Okay, if you come with truth, how can you be wrong? Nobody can ever say you're being wrong when you're simply telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So the liar's going to be exposed, and it's going to be beautiful. Ego protect. So that's why I say stay true to yourself, and don't do things that take you out of your character. You know what I'm saying? Always stay true to yourself, and just hold them accountable by their words and by their actions and the stuff that they do. Fear of consequences. So it'd be ego protection, fear of consequences, emotional immaturity, sometimes narcissistic traits. But I'd be like, why continue to be that way if you are afraid of these things? If you afraid of being shamed, why continue doing what you're doing? If you protecting your ego, why do that, man? Because you disrespecting your ego. You the one destroying your ego by the decisions you continue to choose to make. Fear of consequences. Why would you make the consequences worse? Why would you make the consequences worse? This is why I say you would have to say these people have something wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? Because if this is self-sabotage and cannibalism, just in the simplest, form. Sometimes narcissistic traits. But key pattern is avoidance of accountability. Healthy people eventually say things like, I was wrong, I hurt you, I take responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard for people to get to that place. You know what I'm saying? You would think as adults, people would be at that place by now as adults, but it's not always the case. Some people do grow and go through things to make them grow a lot faster than other people. So that is just the reality of things. You know what I'm saying? So I will say that. But when they get extreme, like when certain things become extreme, and as far as even cheating, and I'm talking to men and women, and a lot of men don't, look at it as serious as we should, especially if you're not being honest. But if you're being honest, it's not cheating. Cheating definition is you're cheating basically your partner. You're cheating them, man. That's what you're doing. You literally cheating your partner out of life. The worst thing, and I don't think people look at it like that. The thing you don't take for granted is time. Time on this earth is the most valuable thing all of us have. And to cheat them out of that time that could have been dedicated to somebody else or something else, with you not being a priority, the center of their life, them not probably giving you a family, especially if they gave you a family. Oh, man. But just a time period, just in the slimmest relationship. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be as extreme, because that's extreme. Like a family, that's, that's bringing other lives into this thing. But just on a regular relationship, if you're not being honest with that person, you're cheating them because you're committing to them, and you're cheating them out of time. The most important, that's what cheating is. It's cheating. It's not necessarily you, because if y'all agree that it's okay, you know what I'm saying, then that's not cheating. But if it's known that this is not okay in y'all relationship, that's why I say it's no standard relationship. Relationships is built by not even just two human beings, two entities coming together and building a relationship. This is trust. It's a relationship. And especially with human beings having the ability to communicate and making commitments. And it's not just human beings. It's some birds that have those commitments, and just animals have those commitments. But and you would think, well, human beings, us having the ability to reason, that we would be far, superior, but it's not always the case. But we would think when we become grown, we would respect people. And I had to grow to do this, man. I had to learn this. I was definitely a cheater when I was young. When I was young, I was definitely a cheater, man. It took some work and, some lessons and some heartbreak of my own, from even people that I cheated on. People that I cheated on, once they cheated on me back, you know what I'm saying? And I felt it, and I cared, because if you don't care, it don't matter, but once you cared and it happened, then you got to see it and you got to feel it, and it make you kind of look at things a lot different, and you become more honest. At least I did. I grew from it. But some people have to learn these things, and they have to really learn real heartbreak, and to witness real betrayal, to really see what it feel like. Like, damn, this I really believed in this person, and I trusted this person, and they really did what I never expected them to do. You know what I'm saying? So that is kind of big, and as men, we don't see it as that serious, because females is a little more emotional for the most part. I mean, because some men really do get hurt. I've witnessed it multiple times, man. Men getting hurt like hell. And I never understood it when they didn't have children involved, because that's my complex. But some people do, they out there, they put their heart on the line. What they say is true. They really stand by it. For me, the only time I really got hurt was with children. I was dissatisfied without children, but I never got hurt unless, I had children by the individual. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel that pain. But, you know, I was dissatisfied for sure. I was like, damn, I didn't get my way. And, you know, I learned lessons in that way too. But the pain really teach you. You know what I'm saying? To teach you how to become a better individual too, because when you smacked in the face with the reality that I did this to people, you know what I'm saying? When you smacked in the face with that reality, like, no, I can't really even, I did this. And then, you know, you start making some changes. Or you just live the life of, and you accept the life that say, okay, this is the way it is. And, you know, and you accept people treating you that way. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? You have to. If you say this is the way it is, you have to accept people treating you back that way. Me, I'm not gonna lie, because I did this, even though I was young, I didn't have a family that I made a commitment to. I literally brought into this world consciously and made a commitment to, because I was young. You know, it's a little different, you know what I mean? So I don't take full responsibility, but, you know, I do take some responsibility, and I did, and it grew me, and it taught me a lot, man. And it is what it is. It's what we dealing with out here. But these is some of the tactics used, and this is just part one. This is for sure part one. We gonna break this down more, because we want to make it not just on cheating. It's just a lot of this. We gonna break down each one of these things and more, and we gonna talk about different spirits, biblical. We gonna get into, this is what I'm saying, we definitely gonna get into some biblical traits and of these characteristics, because these characteristics can be traced back through, like when they speak on the Jezebel spirit and different, these it's literally characteristics, man, and it's crazy. But we getting out of here though, for sure.